I've got to sit very carefully because I've got some very special things on my
I know, it's
lap
terrifying, isn't it?
here. Neanderthal man's often portrayed as being a bit of a caveman. All hair, not a lot of brains. That could be about to change, though, because of these, which have been unearthed in Sussex. Can you see them there with that and falling off the cushion? There you go.
Yeah, and they appear to suggest that Neanderthals may have been a little bit more sophisticated than we first thought.
Yes. Why? Well, Dr. Matthew Pope's one of the archaeologists who discovered them. He joins us now. Morning. These aren't just stones, are they? They're tools.
These are tools that we've recovered just in the past month from excavations which have been going on in West Sussex. And these tools are telling us a really interesting story about the life of the last Neanderthals to remain in Britain.
Now, I'm not allowed to touch them. Are you allowed to touch them?
Yeah, I don't mind touching them.
Oh, you touch them then, because you're the professional.
We haven't subjected these to analysis yet, so I don't want to touch the edges. Well, actually, I'll start with this one over here.
OK.
This is a typical Neanderthal tool, and we've been finding these quite low down in the site. It's a very large, fairly crude flake that's been worked on one side to turn it into a tool called a scraper, which would have been used for processing hides. And this is really typical of what Neanderthals are making in Britain. But what we've been finding alongside and above these tools are very different pieces. This piece you can see has had nice long blades removed. And normally it's thought that it's only modern humans that can make these blades.
And this isn't the first time that these were found, though, because they were discovered in, what, the 19th century?
The original find was made in the 19th century, and it was originally recognised as being old, but then in the 1930s it was reassessed. It was thought that the find was a forgery, and so 2,500 tools were thrown away down a well, never to be seen again. It wasn't until a colleague of ours, Roger Jacoby, realised the importance of what remained that sent us back into the field to see if we could find any more.
When you say it changes our perceptions of what Neanderthal man and woman did and hunted, is it because there's such sophistication in the tools, it makes you think that they had a more developed brain than previously thought?
In order to make tools this fine, to make some nice long blades, you've got to get access to really good raw materials. You need to know the napping, the properties of the flint, so that you can maximise the length of blade you can get off from the block of flint. And generally speaking, these skills were seen as being something that our own species developed. But here I think we've got clear evidence that Neanderthals are using flint in very sophisticated ways.
OK. Going to give them back to you. Are you going to come back and talk to us more about it later?
Yes.
I just feel a bit less nervous now that you've got it. OK, Matthew, thanks very much.
Thank you.